Good morning. It's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, what do they do?
Click the little blue button.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified.
Okay, look what I got with me.
Hi.
Someone's going to work with me today because she wants to go see my great nephew, her nephew, so that she can see him. I can't drop her off. Like when I leave there, I gotta go directly to Pickett while we get lunch, but
Yeah.
and not Taco Bell because it takes too long, too much of a detour. So we're gonna grab lunch and go to Pickett, and then she's gonna help me load in at Pickett tonight. Let's hope we have the right stuff packed, because that's the biggest thing when I have to restock tonight instead of tomorrow. I could go early tomorrow if I wanted to, if I didn't bring the right stuff. I'm kind of hoping I can kind of relax tomorrow morning and not get up at the butt crack of dawn, but the dog's going to kick me at 6 o'clock, so that's not going to happen. But I was kind of hoping maybe I could just not run out the door at 7 a.m. for one day, right?
Yeah.
Well, on Sunday, you guys aren't going to be home, so I won't have to run out the door. And it's going to be stormy, so it's going to be project day.
When I go home, I have to pack really quickly. I have all my stuff where I need it.
You were supposed to do that last night.
I know. That's why this morning I said, damn it. And Dad yelled at me. Because I said, damn it. I knew I forgot something to do. He said,
Say, dang it. You didn't forgot. You didn't forgot because you told me when we were on our way home. I got
I know.
We got home.
I said that and then I forgot. I did.
Anyway, we'll see you at Pickett, I guess. I don't know when the next time you'll see me is. I'm so tired. The dog barked every hour on the hour. She barked all night long to the point where I launched her off the bed at some point last night. But my eyes are all puffy because I'm tired, and I'm like, I'm not having it today, so we're gonna go do this. It's gonna be a day where I'm just gonna feel winded and exhausted all day.
Yeah.
And I feel stuffy. Allergy girls feel stuffy today. All right, we'll be back. Y'all, we are eating an Oreo dirt pie. Do not buy this.
Why?
From Dairy Queen. It has chocolate and gummy worms.
It's
That's not a good thing.
It's good.
Tell them about our day. It was a good day. It wasn't a great day. It was slow. It was a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Retail, I've said it over and over again, typical Friday, very slow. Victoria helped me restage, which I did not take pictures of or a video. She did a beautiful job. We moved some stuff off the porch, and nothing on the porch is selling this month. Everything outside is staying outside. So we brought a lot in. Victoria worked all day, ran around, made her work, but
Yep.
I would not recommend an Oreo dirt pie.
I love it. If you don't, you can probably ask no gummies.
Yeah, well, they would have to be because this is disgusting. But anyway, she bought me an Oreo dirt pie. We're going to go home, and they're going to go to the lake, and then I'll talk to you guys again. Okay? See ya. Oh my gosh, I'm freezing. Hate to be cold. So, it went from being hot and humid and sweaty all day to there's like a cold breeze going on outside. So there's storms rolling in. And I'm like, oh, now I'm freezing. It was a fun day today. So Victoria wanted to see my great nephew with me. And so I said, well, I can't run you home before Pickett, so you'd have to work at Pickett. So I made her work. I made the owner's son work. They were hanging out together. Mm-hmm. Then, so I put him to work. at the end of the day, I told Victoria to take the garbage out, and he was like making fun of her, and I said, and you're sweeping the floors. Okay, we're not like, yep, putting you to work. Like, you guys have been hanging out with me all day, driving me crazy. I'm gonna put you to work. So yeah, I did. I put them all to work. But wasn't a huge sale day. It was a good sale day. By the time I got there at 1, pretty much all the traffic had died off. There was a couple good little flurries. There were a few people that came in and bought. They were buying. But it's like, it went from last month, everything was in the yard that sold, to this month, nothing in the yard is selling. Everything's inside, and it's a lot of smalls. Neighbors are on the dirt bike. So it's just a lot of, it's a switch. And you can kind of see when people are starting to feel like it's the end of the season for decorating their yards. Like, it's too hot now. They don't want to be decorating their yards. So not a lot of the yard stuff was going. Not a lot of there were a few pots and hanging planters, things that would be like for your porch, but not like the patio sets and things like that. I was discussing that with one of the other vendors today, and she's like, yeah, like last month you couldn't keep stuff in, and this month they're not selling at all. It's just funny to see how things cycle and how fast they cycle. So in April, no, May, June, July, it was all about, let's go be outside, let's cook outside, let's sit outside. And today was more like indoor comfort stuff. The things that were selling, like a lot of it was what reminds people of their grandma. I heard it over and over and again. My grandma had one, and I've been looking for this. And it's like, yeah, they want the comfort stuff. And I think when, and this is just my brain, it could, it's all anecdotal. There's no like hardcore science behind this, but I feel like when money gets tight and the economy gets unstable and people are like uncertain, like they're worried about their jobs, or they're worried about, they want that comfort. They want the things that remind them of comfort, like grandma and mom and stuff like that. So I was seeing a lot of that today. I did have really one funny encounter today, which was a lady came in and she said, I'm looking for this red welcome sign. And I'm like, red welcome sign? I'm like, I don't remember a red welcome sign. And she said, it's in Lindstrom language. Swedish? It took me a hot second, because in Lindstrom, where the shop is, our language is English. We don't speak another language. But when she said Lindstrom language, it took me a hot second to realize it was Velkommen. And it was actually, that's Norwegian, or is it Swede? I don't know. But she just, yeah, that's what the sign said. And I was like, oh, let me see if I can find it. And I saw the picture online of what she was looking for. And unfortunately, it had sold by that point. But it was the first time I'd ever heard it called Lindstrom language. So now, from now on, it's going to be, it's in Lindstrom language. Y'all. So last week, I was at Vintage Junkie visiting Miss Katie, and I went to the neighbors, remodeled relics in town. So there's another sort of upcycle shop. They paint furniture, things like that too. And I bought, for the first time ever, Dixie Belle. This is silk all-in-one mineral paint in conch. It's just a little dusty pink. I'm going to try Dixie Belle. I like all-in-ones. I'm a lazy painter, and I don't want to have to clear coat everything. So this was interesting to me. I'm trying it. If it had been just the regular Dixie Belle, I wouldn't have bought it because this was like $34. This was like $34. This is 16 ounces. I'm lucky to get like, I don't think I can get a whole dresser out of this. I don't. But I picked it up and we're going to try it. So that's coming up. Thank you, Remodeled Relics. Another really great shop in town. I don't sell there, but they're a really great shop. And it's just like 3 doors down from Vintage Junkie. Their prices are a little higher though. Just saying. Anyway. I'm going to need furniture. And I'm going to need it bad because I'm going to have to take, well, I'm going to have to take some stuff out of Vintage Junkie. So I'm going to have something to go to Vintage Junkie. So I need to get some projects done. So we're going to be painting coming up. But this thing is all as dry as it could be now. So I'm going to get this thing sanded down tonight. You don't need to watch me sand. You guys have seen me sand a million times. But I'll be interested to know from you guys what's, like, if you've noticed that shift in your area of going indoors and the comfort stuff, because it was a profound shift. And like everyone has noticed that I talked to was like, yeah, nothing selling in the yard, nothing. And in Minnesota, we have all 4 seasons. So those of you that live in warm climates and you're like, what do you mean the season's over? You don't sit outside when it's 20 below. We don't sit outside and have dinner. You know what I mean? It's like the season's ending for us. But it's the first time I've seen it end so fast. Like, to go from 1 month where it was gangbuster selling to my porch space just sat there today. For the last 2 days, actually. Nothing was moving. And it was people looking for, like, one woman came in and she's like, I would really like to find head vases. And one lady came in and she was looking for the pheasant glasses. And I'm like, oh, I know exactly what glasses she's talking about. And no, well, my grandma had them. My grandma had them too. And then another lady came in looking for cookbooks because her and her daughter follow this guy on TikTok that does all old recipes from the old cookbooks. He tries them all. So she wanted to get a bunch of old recipes for her and her daughter to try. And I thought, well, what a wonderful memory. And it's not, you know, costing hundreds of dollars going to, you know, Disneyland or whatever it is. But she's making a memory with her daughter now. And I just was like, that's a really neat idea. Because Victoria and I watch him too. And it would be really interesting to try some of those old recipes. But I gotta wait till it gets colder. I don't feel like cooking in the heat. Anyway. But I'd be interested to know if in your area you've seen changes like that recently. Because the economy absolutely affects everything. Yeah. It's just really interesting. Like, I pay attention. I'm kind of nerdy that way about, I'm always curious to see what's moving and what's selling. So every month I'm really paying attention and analyzing what's trending, what's moving, what's going, you know. So I'm watching them and what they're buying and why. So I talk to people and they want to be, you know, they're talking about their grandmothers. Some of the older ladies were talking about, I wanted to get this for my granddaughter because, you know, she likes mine and I have this. And it was really cute. It was really cute to talk to some people today. So if you get a chance to talk to your customers, I know some of you, your shops are, you're not manning your booth like the entire sale like we do. Well, most of us do. And Vintage Junkie, I'm not there all the time either, but I get to spend some time there. I would encourage you to go in on a sale day and just see what your customers are buying and see what they're looking for. Talk to them because they are the customer. They'll know what they want. I don't know what they want half the time. I'm like, I don't know. I think it's cute. So I'll pick stuff up, but nobody else thinks it's cute. It's just really good to have a moment to talk to your customers. And if you don't have that, if you're at a store where you're just paying an extra percentage and not working, you never get that opportunity to actually sit down and talk to your customers. And I don't sit down, we're not having coffee, but as they come in and we're chatting, or they're at the register and I'm talking about, I always strike up a conversation with, this is really cute. And then hopefully they'll tell me, oh yeah, I've been looking for one of those. And they like to tell you why they wanted it, or they'll tell me that they're crafting with it, or they'll tell me I'm getting it for my granddaughter, or I'm getting it for my daughter's room, or it's really funny. It's really fun to talk to the customer and learn what they want. There's my sermon for the day. There's my sermon on business for the day, on the reselling business, if nothing else, because it's not all. I buy things that I like because after all, I'm stuck with it. If this all goes tits up, I am stuck with that stuff, right? So it's mine and I've got to find something to do with it. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're finding things that your customers actually are going to be leaning towards. Because there's things like in different, I don't buy a lot of kitchen stuff, but there's kitchen stuff I think is cute. So if they're looking for kitchen stuff because they want to be home and cooking with their kids, or cookbooks, oh my God, the cookbooks. If you're not stocking vintage cookbooks, you should be. Get them at the garage sales and go get some vintage cookbooks. The church cookbooks are the best ones, but we sold a bunch of the Betty Crocker. The Betty Crockers from 1968, the red and white. They have a blue and white cooking for two. That went. It's just, get the Betty Crocker anything. Get Betty Crocker anything. They want the old Betty Crocker cookbooks. I have one. I'm not giving it up. It's got the best recipes in it because it's real food. The new Betty Crocker cookbook has things that my daughter can't pronounce, let alone eat. Yeah. So it's like, we're not big quinoa salad people. we like normal food, like things that we can pronounce. Our salads are salad. Our side dishes are things like green beans, corn. Such basic people. It's funny, but those recipes and those cookbooks are the best. They're just so down to earth, and our customers love them. So I don't know, maybe it's not the same. Maybe out in California, your customers don't want that. But all I know is if you ever want to impress people, let's trade some cookbooks. Because I had a friend and she was from, her boyfriend was from California and she was from Philadelphia. And they wanted to try a tater tot hot dish and asked me if I could send them a recipe. I sent them a cookbook with 5 versions of tater tot hot dish. So depending on where we are in the country, I'm sure there's like staples from all over. We should just trade cookbooks. Like I should get some Minnesota church cookbooks for your booth and you should send me cookbooks from your church cookbook collection. Because I got some church cookbooks. They are the best. They are the best. The little church lady cookbooks. There you go. Okay, now I'm done sermonizing for the day. I'm sorry, this kind of went off track fast. But it was the first time I'd had a chance to be alone with my thoughts for like weeks. Like weeks, guys. Weeks. But I'm going to sand off the filler. You don't need to watch me do that. You've seen me sand before. I'm going to get this prepped for painting. So the next time you see the barley twist piece, it's going to be getting painted. Probably white with glaze. I'm obsessed with the glaze now. Obsessed. It's amazing stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Happy junkin'. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.